this is Hannah, and this is my very first video series that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be about a little filly that we have in for training currently, and she is Frisian and Percheron. She's 2 years old, and she is just getting started. She's only been saddled a couple times before we got her, so we officially started her completely all over. So I hope you guys like it, since this will be my very first video series. I apologize for the horrible contrast of the video, and the fact that the quality's not real great yet. We're in the works of getting a different camera and something that will work better for us, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you take something from it, and hopefully you can use it and apply it to your horse experience in the future. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Hey everybody, so we do live in Montana, and we're right in the middle of winter right now. So I still work colts in the round pen at home, so long as it's not slick out. It actually gives them a pretty good workout in deeper snow. But that's just a testament to the fact that you don't have to have a state-of-the-art facility or a huge indoor arena to be successful with your horse goals. So here I got in front of Majestic's eye and I asked her to come into me, which she does. Make sure that she doesn't get in your space when they do come into you. They don't try to push you over. Majestic is a 2-year-old, so you can see she's really funny and she likes to play. She's kind of goofy. She's just definitely a baby, but she's extremely smart. So with your directional hand, you always want to point the way that you want to go. You use your stick or whip or whatever you have to continue to ask them to maintain their speed. So here, I'm desensitizing some. You have to always do desensitizing and asking them to move every time you do it, because if you just desensitize, your horse will just be a deadhead and he'll be lazy. If you just sensitize them, ask them to move all the time, then they'll be kind of nervous and they'll be really looky and spooky. So these things go hand in hand. So I'm just throwing my whip over the back. You can see that even though she is a baby, I'm not babying her at all. I'm, not sneaking up to her, doing my movements slow. You don't want to baby them all the time, because then when you actually ask them for something hard or they're faced with something difficult, they won't really know how to comprehend that in their brain, and you think about it instead of, just being nervous all the time. So here I'm just smacking the ground. I'm not doing it lightly. I'm waiting for her to either stand perfectly still for 15 seconds or, as soon as she licks and chews or cocks the hip, rests the leg, something like that, then, let out a big breath, then I'll stop. But there she just stood perfectly still for 15 seconds. You can tell it doesn't really bother her. It's not a big deal, which is really good. So you always want to reward them. Lots of rubbing with the stick. So here she got in my space because she got a little nervous. So she's the type of horse, she gets nervous, she will jump to you for safety. So I'm trying to retrain her brain to tell her, this is my space. Even if you're scared, you don't come into it. So here you can see she's doing fine. It just took her a minute to think about it. So now I'm going to move on to flexing her head. This is extremely important when you're starting a colt. You have to have the control of turning on either side on the ground before you can get in the saddle. Otherwise, if you climb in the saddle, you have no steering, and that's pretty scary. So here I'm picking up, asking for her to give. She's a little tighter on this side. She's slow to give. I have to actually bump her a little bit. On this next time, you'll see I hold it a little bit longer because she's still kind of bracy. And then you'll see there where she gave her head and she was completely soft. She wasn't bracing against me, or cheating, as I call it, by giving me her head but not actually giving it all to me. So this side, you can see she's extremely flexible on that side. I barely touch the lead rope and she picks up her head. And that's what I want on the other side too. So she's licking and chewing the whole time. She's a very willing filly. She wants to please. So now I'm going to move into disengaging the hind end. This is really, really important also. If you ever get into trouble, you can so you want to keep your inside hand up in front of you. See there, I dropped it down and she got in my space. So I asked her to back up, move out of my space, even though it was my fault. I still want her to know that she can't take advantage of me if I do make a mistake, that she should know her personal boundaries. So here she's a little stickier on that side, but what you want when you're looking for disengaging the hind end is their inside hind foot to cross over their outside foot. So here I'm asking her to move her shoulder away from me. She is an extremely loving filly, so she does like to get in your space a little bit. So this is important to show her, you know, if I come towards you by your head, don't just push your shoulder into me. So now you can see where I am asking her to give her head, but she thinks I'm asking her to disengage her hind end. So here you just stay with her until she stops moving, and then that's when I will reward her. So I don't want her moving her feet continually, because when I go to get on her, I want her to stand still and not, you know, run away with me even on the ground where she's trying right now. So there, she's giving me her head, she's standing still, and she's being a very good girl. So I flap the stirrup up and down, make sure that, you know, it's simulating kind of what the noise your legs will make. Hopefully they don't flap that much, but you know, just simulating that, you know, trying to give them a lot of experience before you actually climb on. I do apologize. I'll get another video of saddling a different colt in the future. We just did not get a video of it this time, and she had been saddled a few times before we got her. So I would like to show you guys a video of a colt that has never been saddled before. So here I'm doing the same thing on the other side, flapping the stirrup, making sure she's, you know, standing still and calm. As you can see, not a whole lot bothers her. You know, she's very willing. So stay tuned for the video of her first ride, which will hopefully be coming up this next week. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I would love any comments or feedback posted below. So please subscribe. Thank you very much.